Aaron Whitlow,
Brandon Spivey.
and we are the Markout Movie Podcasters. And on today's episode, we are talking about Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, come on, give it some more enthusiasm.
Edge of Tomorrow.
We live, we die, we repeat.
I was going to play a video of it.
Yeah.
I didn't have time.
Didn't have time. He had to get his Jimmy John's.
I had to eat.
He had to eat.
You had to eat. All right. So anyway, I do have we have a unboxing real quick of a Netflix that Netflix sent me. I don't. You have a knife? Is that what you're about to pull out?
I ain't pulling out nothing. Well, except for my phone, I feel like I got a
message.
Yeah.
All right. Wait a minute.
Got a message from Cody.
Oh, Cody Wade?
No.
Oh, why you gotta say it like that?
Because that guy still owes me money.
Oh, dang. All right.
Money I will never see.
You'll never see it in your life. Or maybe even in your son's lifetime.
I'll never see him either.
Your son?
What? No, Cody Wade.
Oh, I was like, what's going on, Brandon? All right. But real quick, we're gonna do a quick little. So Netflix backstory. Netflix sends me stuff to review because being a part of Film Critics Association. It's one of the many perks. Bilfer says, "Let's go, Brandon. Hey, Whitlow. What up, Bilfer?" All right. Anyway, so and I've been wanting this. Didn't I say I wanted this?
I don't know what it is yet, but apparently you want this. Yes, you've been wanting this.
The harder they fall.
He's been wanting this bad.
Oh, look at that. Look at that lovely thing there. The harder they fall. Easily one of my favorite movies of 2021.
I wonder if you'll get Red Notice.
I wonder. They might send me that. Let me see what came with. I have no idea what that was.
It was in the other room.
My grandchild. But the harder they fall. Idris Elba, Regina King,
The dude.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do. I don't know his name, but it's the dude from Lovecraft Country.
I'm blanking on his name. It might be on there. No. Anyway, yeah, it's great movie. It's on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, please go on there and check it out. They also sent me a bandana.
Put that on your head.
The harder they fall bandana. Oh,
such a big fan.
I'm so stoked over this. And they got me a box of something. Not chocolates. Not Forrest Gump. Although, if I was in this game back when Forrest Gump was out, I'm pretty sure they would send me a box of chocolates. Wow, that's awesome. A flask. Harder they fall flask.
He will be drunk one day on the podcast.
It may happen. With shot glasses.
It may happen.
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this is. Something that you pour, mix things. I don't know. I don't know alcohol, but I love it. Not alcohol. I mean, it's okay. But yeah, that's cool.
You love it.
I don't love alcohol.
You love it.
I love animals, stupid.
Animals?
What movie is that?
I don't know.
Do you remember that quote?
I do not.
It's from something.
I thought maybe you were just feeling good and special. And
I feel special.
You feel special.
All right, but
oh, special today.
So yeah, we're gonna talk that movie. Before we get to that, I want to do a quick little recap of what we watched this week.
Okay.
Starting with Brandon, what have you watched?
Let me think.
Oh Lord,
I didn't go to see anything last week, actually.
This week, I mean,
you know,
you said Encanto, man. I'm trying to set you up.
Encanto, the new Disney movie. Yes, I know what you're doing, but that's not what I saw first. I saw King Richard first. Saw that Monday.
What'd you think?
Just give Will Smith the Academy Award already.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Just go ahead and give the man his award. He deserves it. I thought he did an excellent job.
That movie hit me
in the feels.
multiple ways. Yeah.
Your Netflix box is Coolio. Thank you. I thank you for also keeping Coolio alive. I appreciate that. I like the singer back in the day. You know.
Back in the day.
Don't do it. Anyway, yeah, King Richard. Yeah, just go ahead and give that man his Academy. Will Smith disappeared into that role. Like I didn't see Will Smith anymore. I seen Richard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like I felt the guys. He had drive. He had passion. He had a plan.
He was insane.
That's somebody's daddy.
It is, but my God, he played with their future.
He really did. Like honestly, I would have there's so many times I would be like, yes, let me take it. Let me take that deal. Probably, but he's playing the long game.
Yeah.
He's playing the long game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a different biopic than I was expecting. Which I mean, I didn't know really what to expect. I mean, you got Will Smith, and it's called King Richard. It's not really. You feel going into the movie, it's not really going to be about the girls. It's going to be about him. It was, but it was about the girls too. It was more about Venus.
I agree, Bilfer. King Richard is a crowd pleaser, very easy to like.
But I don't know. I did love the one scene though towards the end with Serena. I know you probably know what I'm talking about when she's just looking at the court and
Yeah.
I love that scene.
Oh, that's good. Good camera. Good picture, man.
Yeah, he was getting his Jimmy Johns, and I was trying to hype up the podcast, and
good job.
He was getting his Jimmys.
I was getting my Jimmy Johns. Johns. Put the Jimmy Johns on it. The Jimmy Johns is a sandwich, not Jimmy's. No. That's actually a black slang word that means something totally different. All right.
Well, look at me. I got slang.
You got something. But all right. Yeah, so you watch King Richard, I watch King Richard.
Yes.
Encanto. So.
Yeah, I thought, if people go in this movie, Disney film, you're probably going to expect a villain. You don't have that here. It's just, it's about family. And this girl was willing to do anything to make her
don't
family
spoil the movie.
I'm not going to spoil the movie.
You never know with you.
I'm just saying, it's a good family film about family.
Yeah.
No villains, just family. And it's like Fast and Furious, but
better.
Real family.
So what else did you watch?
That's it.
This week? All right.
Yeah.
For me, King Richard, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I enjoyed it. I thought it was an excellent film. I liked it from the beginning to the end. So it's divisive. It's one of those divisive movies. Either people like it or don't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
There's hate on it?
Yeah, well, some people, but like Red Letter Media on Facebook, but they hate everything. Those guys. I love to watch their stuff, but they just literally hate everything. But but yeah, I mean, I liked it. I don't know if Jeremy Johns liked it. I think Weston did not like it. Chris Stuckman.
Jeremy, I think
Jeremy liked it to an extent.
But he said it was nostalgia.
Yeah.
Was probably the main reason why he liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
But he did give credit to the girl.
McKenna Grace.
Yeah.
Does an excellent job in that film. I actually like the film. I suggest everybody watch it. It's one of those movies from 2021 I will be buying, including obviously Halloween Kills. I'm sorry, Brandon. Candyman. I'm sorry, Brandon. I moved
on from Halloween Kills. I don't understand why people can't. And I'm talking about the people that didn't like it. Because you go on Facebook, that Halloween group you invited me to, they still going on about it. And I almost wrote something the other day about it. It's like, come on, let it go. There's many more movies out there you can enjoy.
Or hate on. There's more stuff to hate on.
Well, you don't have to hate on stuff.
My favorite scene when Richard got jumped and he got his pew 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 to kill the thug, but karma took over and the thug got. Yep, I never heard it pew pew pew, but yes, I know exactly what you meant. Um, if you watch Harder They Fall, he one guy calls it he's good with the bang bangs. So yeah,
Good with the bang bangs.
good with the bang bangs. But anyway, but yeah, so absolutely, I liked Ghostbusters Afterlife. I did not like Black Friday, a movie that I just watched on Black Friday because I was like, hey, it'd be a good precursor to getting into the Christmas movies. Um, and it was not a good movie. It just wasn't, man. And it had Bruce Campbell, Michael John White, Devin Sawa, which I overlooked. I admit it. But hey, but at the end of the day, Devin steals the show in the film, and but still wasn't enough to hold my interest in this film. I was
To
like
be
bored.
fair, though, I mean, it's not the 80s, so Bruce Campbell doesn't
Bruce
necessarily.
isn't terrible, but it's not. It's just that the
Is Michael
script.
J. White good?
Michael J. White's good.
Is he?
Yeah, but he's not in there long. That's all I can say. But yeah, it's just like I just I wanted it to be so much more, but then what it was, and I was like just disappointed that disappointed. Devin kills it. Although they also have a quick scene from the TV show Chucky on the TV, like in the break room of this like store, and I'm like, is it in this universe? Is Devin Sawa? It's just like of the show Chucky, and it's and I'm like, why? And I was wondering is what's name making did Don Mancini make this movie? Like it's just like I have so
You would
many
have
questions.
to get permission if you didn't. I mean, I don't know who made the movie.
Maybe it's a sci-fi film, and sci-fi used it to market their biggest show right now is Chucky.
I mean, they did. I mean, Chucky did help market Halloween Kills.
Yes, he did. Yes, they did. But Joe,
Sounds like someone's at the door.
maybe not. But yeah, I don't want to get up because we're doing the podcast. But anyway,
Reminds me of the old days when you thought someone was at the windows.
oh, okay. All right, I'll be back. Brandon, keep the party going.
I will keep it going.
Go ahead and get into Edge of Tomorrow.
All right. Well, go ahead and get into Edge of Tomorrow. So I'll give you a little synopsis real quick. When Earth falls under attack from the invincible aliens, no military unit in the world is able to beat them. Major William Cage, played by Tom Cruise, an officer who has never seen combat, is assigned to a suicide mission, killed within moments. Cage finds himself thrown into a time loop in which he relives the same brutal fight and his death over and over again. However, Cage's fighting skills improve with each encore, bringing him a comrade, played by Emily Blunt, even closer to defeating the aliens. It made over $370 million at the box office. The score is a 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb, 4.4 out of 5 on Vudu, 86% like it on Google. It has a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes with a 90% audience score. I just gave
Edge of Tomorrow.
And
you did it all. Thank you.
Did it up. I have a question before we even really get started in it, though.
Yes.
To all the Tom Cruise haters, don't you feel they would enjoy seeing him die over and over again?
Yes, I do. One thing that my biggest critique of this film is I so needed to hear. It's so dumb. I so needed to hear Edge of Tomorrow, the Saved by the Bell college years thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I do now because Eric shared it with me this morning on Facebook.
So I'm standing on the edge of tomorrow. Nothing in the blood, blah, blah, blah. I don't know the words. Anyway, but yeah, I actually loved this movie. And it's funny because I hated Tom Cruise for the longest. And
Tom does get a lot of hate.
What won me over with Tom Cruise is Brandon's aware of this, but maybe a few months ago, I went back and I watched all of the Mission Impossible films, and now I'm a fan. Yes, honey. Yeah. So I'm now a fan of Tom Cruise. You go ahead. This is going to be the craziest podcast episode ever.
All right. So yeah, I feel that if you do not like Tom Cruise, you've never seen a Tom Cruise movie, this would be the perfect one to watch. Because there's gonna be a lot of people that hate him, and you're gonna have a right to hate him. He is a coward. He is cocky. He is arrogant. And you will love to see him die in the first few moments of this movie, and you'll love to see him die over and over and over again. It is such a great experience watching him die. And I love Tom Cruise. I'm a massive Tom Cruise fan, but I love when he plays these type of characters because he eventually transformed into a character that you actually do like. And I love that. But when we get here, I love Bill Paxton in this movie as well. He's kind of in control of Tom Cruise's character. He's like the captain of this army base they're on. They're about to go to war the next day to fight the aliens, and Aaron is back. He's saving me. Yes, he is Tom Cruise, baby.
Or am I Emily Blunt? Think about that. Anyway.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know that. I don't want to answer.
I'm not Emily Blunt. That's the answer. All right. Let's see what comments I got.
I ever watched her.
Bilford is coming in hot. Let's see. I gotta catch up here. You guys are excited for the new Sandra Bullock Netflix movie? Sandra Bullock plays a killer in jail. I had no idea that this existed.
I didn't either.
So yes, I am excited to see Killer Sandra Bullock. This movie shocked me. The movie probably revived Tom Cruise's career. All right, so I'm gonna hang on that question for a moment, because Bilford, I would say, I don't think Edge of Tomorrow revived his career. I would say more of Ghost Protocol, and Fallout. I think that those films. I think the last couple of Mission Impossible films kind of revived his career, and the fact that he started doing his own stunts, I thought that kind of helped. Although I did like Jack Reacher.
Yeah, I love Jack Reacher.
But even though I don't think it went over as well, but I liked it.
No, they didn't go over as well because he's not the right height. But as far as acting wise, he was Jack Reacher. But Jack Reacher's like 6'6". Tom's not.
Have you seen John Krasinski's Reacher?
That's Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan, my bad.
So they are doing a Jack Reacher TV show on Amazon.
Was there another Jack Reacher film, but Tom Cruise wasn't in it?
No, he's in it. Never go back.
Okay.
It was somewhat of a sequel. But that didn't go over well at all. A lot of people hated that movie.
I mean, Tom can be either hit or miss. Oh, it's the wrong question I had up. My bad. Where's I think it was it. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, about this question. The movie shocked me. This probably revived Tom Cruise's career. I'm not so sure because I don't think that I like the movie, but I don't think that a lot of people like the movie. No, I don't think it's not that a lot of people didn't like the movie. I don't think that a lot of people saw the movie. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody saw it, liked it, but not a lot of people saw it.
Yeah, a lot of people. He's got a love-hate relationship with fans.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's almost. I hate to compare it to wrestling. I really do, but it's almost like he's like the John Cena, where he gets a lot of hate, or Roman Reigns now. He just gets a lot of hate just because he's always in the mainstream film. He's always in a big blockbuster type film, and I don't know. I guess it's because of Mission Impossible that he became this phenomenon as an action star when he was never built to be that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if. I mean, I know when he jumped on that couch, that hurt his career. But
and then yeah, that hurt his career. Like that's when I just was like, I didn't really get down with Tom Cruise when he jumped on the couch. I just like at that point I was like, I have no interest in seeing this guy. But from that, actually going back and watching all the Mission Impossible films, I've got to a point where I like, yeah, I like, and before then, I didn't hate the Mummy, Tom Cruise's Mummy film. I didn't hate it. A lot of people hated it. I actually didn't hate it. I thought it was quite entertaining.
I thought it was entertaining.
So
I think I've seen that movie 3 times in theaters.
I've seen it only once, but I didn't hate it.
I haven't seen it since, but I thought there were some things that I really liked about it. There were some things I didn't like so much. But as far as his performance and overall movie, I thought it was very entertaining. It wasn't what I was hoping it was going to be, though. I was hoping for a straight up horror film, but
Yep, Live Die Repeat is the other name of the film. To me, Tom Cruise is too short to play a hero or a lover. Dang, so you can't have short lovers. Um, but Tom,
the Asians are not going to like your comments.
dang, um, but Tom, he he started his career in the '80s. Like first film that I saw him in was Outsiders.
Yeah, that's probably the first time I saw him, and I didn't realize it was him.
Yeah, maybe going back and realize, oh, that's Tom Cruise. 'Cause I knew who Tom Cruise was when I seen Outsiders, so I must have seen him in something else after that. Probably Risky Business.
Well, we have a similar.
I've never seen Top Gun. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I've never seen the film. Just
I
have no
didn't watch
desire
it
to
until
see
a
it.
few years ago. Honestly.
I'll watch it before this other one comes out next year, if it ever does come out.
But we have a similar track record with Tom Cruise. You didn't like him until Ghost Protocol, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like him till the original Mission Impossible. I would not watch that guy.
Mm.
And then after watching those films, I went back and watched some of his other films. I was like, okay, I'm a big fan. I like Days of Thunder. I like Rain Man.
Yeah, I like Rain Man. But I like Rain Man because of Dustin.
I mean, I love Dustin Hoffman. Dustin steals the movie.
Steals it, yeah. But you need Tom's
arrogance.
Arrogance.
He needs to be humbled.
Yeah.
And like, he plays a similar character in this, where he's cocky, he's arrogant, he's a big coward, and he gets humbled by dying over and over.
Yeah. Like, and I love the fact that he's a soldier. He's a general, right, or major. And he's never seen one day of combat.
Never.
He's been just pushing papers to get to the point of major. But so he gets a crash course, and they didn't talk about the fact that this dude literally like try to have him killed.
Yeah.
Like that is glossed over. Like he's like totally trying to assassinate this guy. You know, you're like, oh, we're just gonna have you murdered. But it just but he just happened to kill like a blue mimic. And I think it's what they call mimics, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Which the creatures, this movie will remind me of also an awful lot of the Tomorrow War with
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, no, but I like that one. That's a 2021 film, so yeah, that'd be on the list. But and it reminded me of like Halo. Like I was getting Halo vibes. Like just going back and playing Halo.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't played Halo since I was in my 20s or something like that. But it's been that long, right?
I will say the suits kind of remind me of Halo. I played Halo once.
The actual game.
Yeah.
In your life, one time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't have an Xbox a lot, so I eventually bought the remastered version of it, and I was trying it out. I mean, I liked what I played of it that one time.
Did you ever see the Halo movie?
No.
I forget that it exists. I've never seen that film.
I know they're getting a TV series on one of the streaming services.
I'm not a big Halo guy. I love playing Halo like back in the day doing LAN parties or LAN parties. I think they're LAN or LAN. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'm not a guy like that. But anyway, but yeah, where we have like a TV hooked up in this room and one in that room, one in the other room, and it's all connected. And so you can't share screen watch, and we just have like missions. We played that in Ghost Recon. It was fun. It was fun. And and then like at the end of it, we're all like go to McDonald's or Steak and Shake and eat. And then,
Back in the day when you actually played games together
yeah,
in the same room instead of
online. Yeah, there was no. I don't think there was even. I mean, there might have been online stuff, but and then I'm talking about gaming because this movie feels like
a video
a
game.
video game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember watching that thing. Okay, this is the best video game adaptation there ever has been. It's
you're
like
right.
based on a video game. I was
It's
like,
not even based on a video game.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like wow. That's
All right, let's see what he says. My favorite recent Tom Cruise movie called American Made.
that's a good
Tom
one.
plays the drug.
I was
I haven't
impressed.
seen that one.
Yeah, I was impressed.
And then lastly, he says, I ain't gonna say lastly. You can keep commenting. The earliest Tom Cruise movie is Taps. I forget all about Taps.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I remember that film. I forgot all about it actually. But yeah, but I think I do remember Risky Business back in the day.
For the dance.
Yeah, Pink Flamingo. I remember watching that. I think there's one where he's a bartender.
Cocktail.
Cocktail. Yeah, I remember that.
Elizabeth Shue.
He was like, but that's when he was in that romantic type of genre. He wasn't yet really action. It wasn't until like Mission Impossible, I don't think,
That was
that started him in the action.
Yeah.
Then
I think he did Jerry Maguire.
I like Jerry Maguire. I did like Jerry Maguire back in the day. I thought that was entertaining. Renee Zellweger was great in it. Lipnicki, whatever the kid's name is.
Jonathan
Lipnicki,
something like that.
that.
Yeah.
They're talking about the human head weighs 8 pounds or something. I don't know. But and then of course Cuba.
Oh yeah, Cuba.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cuba.
And that movie kind of catapulted his career to like a different, like he became like, oh, I wouldn't say an A-lister because I don't think he's an A-lister. Maybe he became B.
He has the talent to be an A-lister.
Yeah. Yeah, he can act. He really can act.
He really. I don't know what happened to him. I think getting the Academy Award hurt his career.
Yeah, because immediately afterwards, I guess he did Snow Dogs and Love Boat or over whatever the heck that movie was.
He did Daddy Day Camp.
Yeah,
or was it Daycare?
That was the
one
sequel.
of them. Yeah.
Like if you are in a movie where Eddie Murphy decided not to come back for, it's gonna be bad, man. Like Eddie didn't come back for the Daddy Daycares films. So, like he did the first one, which was great. I love the idea and the concept. Eddie is another. I'm sorry to go from Tom to Eddie, but Eddie is another guy that is still capable of making really good films. Like and I don't know. I hate to jump to him like that, but I just feel that way when you mentioned Daddy Daycare or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
I didn't see Cuba's version, so I can't comment.
You remember Snow Dogs though? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I vaguely remember it. I don't remember if I liked it or not.
It reminded because there's Snow Dogs and 8 Below.
Paul Walker.
Yeah,
I like the Paul Walker
8 Below.
film.
What's it called?
Yeah,
Below Zero or
8 Below.
8 Below. Yeah,
I like the Paul Walker film.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very different role for him. It was a very serious.
Young
film.
Paul.
Yeah.
I like Paul back then. I hate to jump around, but I like Paul. I like Paul back then. I like Paul throughout his whole career. Let me just say that. Like I've never was ever at a point where I was like, you know what, I don't want to see a Paul Walker film. Even you remember the one where they go back in time?
From a Michael Crichton book.
Yeah.
Timeline.
I thought that was great. But I also love time travel type of films, like anything dealing with time. I love those. So yeah, I was all about it. But yeah, and this movie it kind of gets me back into this one because this movie deals with a lot of time. It reminded me of Groundhog Day meets Halo. That's what it reminded me of, and then it reminded me of like how you play video games,
mm-hmm.
and you like, okay, so I keep dying.
Yeah.
When I go here, let me try going here this time.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll make it. And it's just like that's what this movie felt like.
Yeah,
like it felt like how I would think when I'm playing video games.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. and I love that aspect to it.
Mhm.
But I also felt like when you go into the video game route, like old school video game, when you didn't have checkpoints, you couldn't save.
You couldn't say.
You had to start back from the
Oh
beginning,
Lord,
and I was
oh, it was
like,
terrible.
man, that would give me such a headache. And it reminded me of that as I
Yeah,
was watching it the first time
you
in
have to try to
theaters.
beat the game in one sitting,
Yeah,
or keep your game system on the whole time. You
yeah,
can't like turn it off. That's
yeah,
so bad. Oh, first game I remember seeing save spots, save points was like Resident Evil.
yeah. That was
Yeah,
probably the first time I saw it too.
because you go in. I think it was a filing cabinet or
Yeah,
something, or something like that. You just put it store
find a
in.
computer,
Yeah, computer. Yeah.
save file.
Oh man, man, Resident Evil. I ain't gonna lie to you. Resident Evil, that game gave me heart issues. Like back, and it's stupid now because it's not. It doesn't. It's not. It's just the suspense. Because back then you'll see a door, and then the door just,
Yeah.
and you don't know what's on the other side of the door until like that cut screen ends, and you're back, and then
Hmm.
you got zombies. Oh Lord, there's zombies. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
I know. That
you see this
was.
creepy doll right there, by the way.
I see the doll. Yes. I'm used to dolls. My mom collects dolls, so it's not as creepy to me as it is to you.
Yeah, it's creepy to me. Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder. Oh yeah, yeah,
I did not know that was him throughout the whole
really.
experience until I saw his name in the credits. I was like, "Who'd he play?" Then I go back and watch it. Oh, I see it now.
You
But
know,
yeah, watching it the first time though, I did not know it was
but
him.
I will give this to Tom though. He's not above playing characters that are counter to who he typically plays in movies.
Yeah,
Like Tropic Thunder is a prime example. Collateral Damage,
yeah.
or is it Collateral Damage or Collateral?
Collateral.
Collateral with Jamie Foxx. He plays like a hitman
Hmm.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just was like,
First time I believe he played a villain
yeah, and
as
he
a
was
main.
believable as a villain.
Yeah.
Now that's the thing, because Jason Statham's played a villain in films, but he's not as believable um, as to me, like say a Tom Cruise or I'm
He
trying to think of somebody else that
he
that
gives it his all. I will say, and that's what I respect him today more than anything. He gives it everything he has
mhm.
for his films, and I don't know another actor that goes beyond like he does. And I'm not saying that because I'm a fan of his. It's kind of why I'm a big fan today of him. Is how he acts and portrays the characters, and not just the characters. I mean, he wants 100% from everybody.
Mhm.
And some videos have leaked of him going off on people, but he wants 100%. He expects 100%. He expects to make the best movie possible, and I really respect him. And I really, really do respect him for his stunts he does. I think he's insane to do them. I
Uh,
wouldn't be doing it.
and there
I go
was
ahead and tell you, I would not be doing it.
I've seen something on YouTube about Tom, and like he was talking about why he likes his films, and he mentioned it's because when Tom Cruise gets a part in a film, he commits to that part, like
He
and
does.
he goes all in that part, you know, and I felt this film like in this film I felt that I felt like he was a guy that went all in this movie, uh, and you started wanting to pull for Cage is this
Yeah.
character in this movie, like
When you meet him, you hate him.
yeah,
You ultimately you're like, oh, I hope this guy dies.
yeah,
And I love that he can pull that off, where you hate him and you make him love you throughout the movie. It's like it's great. It's great acting. I mean, in my opinion.
and the people in the and the people in the film, even though these are real people, and that's the thing. It's not a video game, so it's not like Free Guy. Free Guy where they are all in their sims
Yeah.
in a video game like non-playable characters. But in this they're not non-playable characters, but the loop that they're stuck in. Uh, Whenever Cage like says what they're gonna say or does something, it just throws them off. and but they don't know how to respond to it.
Especially Bill Paxton.
Yeah, Bill.
Oh my god.
We got to talk about Bill Paxton. I marked out when I saw him in this film. I had no idea he was in this movie, and so
That was
yeah,
one of his last roles.
yeah, and it made me miss him. Honestly, like it made me miss him as an actor, as a person. I just love Bill Paxton, and and he just the way he plays off Tom Cruise, and it's funny because they both came in that same era. Like both came in the '80s, like hit at the same time. Paxton a little bit sooner because like what Alien.
He had Aliens. He had Predator 2. He had Near Dark.
Near Dark was before all that, right?
I want to say it was.
It's like '84. I feel '83, '84. And Near Dark is early '80s. But yeah, no, but yeah, Bill. Oh, then of course he played in
Terminator as well.
Weird Science.
Weird Science.
Yeah, he plays Chet.
Yeah.
Who turns to a turd at the end of the movie.
I love that.
I love that movie, by the way.
That he got all these roles where he was never the main character in the '80s, in the early '90s until he got Twister, and I feel like that's his most iconic.
It is
Role and performance.
Mm-hmm.
He should have got more bigger roles than he did. He was truly phenomenal. He was a truly phenomenal actor. I mean,
he was also in Frailty.
Yeah, he directed it as well.
Oh, I didn't know he directed it. Loved him in Frailty. I thought that was a fresh film, fresh idea. And then Matthew McConaughey was great in it as well. But Bill Paxton, man. Just you're right. Twister was like Bill Pullman's most iconic film, in my opinion, is always going to be Independence Day.
Yeah.
Even though, yes, I love him in Spaceballs, but his most iconic film is going to always be Independence Day. Yeah. And like I said, for Bill Paxton, his most iconic film is always going to be Twister. Mm-hmm. Like, it just, when you think about that movie, when I think about that movie, I smile because I think of him, think of Helen Hunt in the film, Philip Seymour Hoffman is in the film, and it's just
that had a great
Carrie Ellis.
Yeah,
it's just a great movie. I can't wait. We gotta revisit it maybe next year, God willing. So yeah,
I have no problems revisiting Twister.
I love Twister. Did they ever make a sequel? I know at one point
they were going to, but no, they didn't.
Well, because Bill passed.
Yeah,
and so
Helen recently talked about possibility of doing another, but I'm like, it just wouldn't be the same without Bill.
It wouldn't be.
Without both of those characters returning, it just would not be the same.
Because they're dynamic. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah, he mentions Labyrinth. I forgot Joker. That's Joker, by the way. Joker TV. Tom Cruise was also in the Labyrinth. I forgot him. I've
never seen
actually.
I tried to watch it once.
I remember watching that when I was a kid. And that was him in the film. I totally forgot.
I'm thinking of another movie.
No. I'm thinking about Legend.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Not Labyrinth. You're talking about Legend, right? With Tim Curry
as the devil.
As the devil, which I remember that movie. I don't know if he's in Labyrinth. Please, I don't know if that's right. He might have been, but honestly, I don't remember Labyrinth. Honestly,
I don't remember a minute.
That was a hit. That was his first movie with David Bowie. Okay, I didn't know that. So, because when I think of Labyrinth, I confuse it a lot with, I ain't gonna lie, Dark Crystal. Because that's my era when I was younger. I always was more into Dark Crystal because it was Jim Henson, and I like Jim Henson's puppets, Muppets or whatever. But I thought that they were great. So anything Jim Henson did, I was more about. Labyrinth never really was my cup of tea. My favorite kids movie back then was honestly Never Ending Story. I was all about that movie. I was all about some Falcor and the trail. I was like, I cried when the horse died. I ain't gonna lie to you. Literally, I shed tears like this was my horse. I'm not lying. But anyway, I'm fine now. I've gotten over it.
Gotten over it.
The death of the horse. All right. Let's see. Uh, him and Jennifer Connelly. Yep. And oh, Bilford says I love Princess Bride. We're kind of getting off of there, but I do remember Atreyu. Yeah. Um, and then yeah, it was a good movie. All right. But back to Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
So the reason why he's able to reset the day is because he kills a blue mimic, which there's something in their blood that allows them to restart, I don't know, uh, re. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but I like it. It doesn't make sense. It's something in their blood allows them, something in their body allows them to either respond or something, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like respawning.
Yeah, it is respawning. Yeah, it got it like melted his face with it. And,
yeah.
And I feel that's the reason he was able to return. But then the ending was like he was dreaming it, right? I mean, did you feel he was dreaming it? I don't remember that in theaters. Him waking up like he did. I'm not saying he didn't. I just don't remember. I don't recall that. But he's in a helicopter waking up.
Yeah, it felt like it. It felt like because
Like
it felt like it
like
was
he
like he finally made it to a place. They're like, oh, thank you. You know, I don't know. It just it was almost as if it was a dream, but no, clearly it wasn't.
Yeah, but
these movies
it felt like it was.
Movies like time loop movies. I think that's its own separate genre of film. Those time loop movies, like the most famous one, in my opinion, Groundhog Day, because everything that is deal with time loop or stuck in a loop, they say it's Groundhog Day.
It's one of the first, though, right?
Yeah, I would say so. It's Groundhog Day meets blah blah blah. Like when you think about Happy Death Day, they say it's Groundhog Day meets a slasher film or something like that. Which that's exactly what it was. And then you think about Palm Springs last year, which was a great movie.
It was great. It was
I thought that was. It was like it's the same premise of Groundhog Day. This one is as well, but the way that they did it, this one is a twist because it feels like a video game. Because like I remember playing Medal of Honor, trying to storm the beach of Normandy, dying every time, trying my best to make it up the beach, and I'm remembering, okay, I keep dying when I go this way, or if this happens, I just remember that, and that's what I loved about this movie. Now I don't understand how the doctor, who's friends with Emily Blunt, remembers her situation, because I don't understand that. Like there's some plot holes in it, but
maybe he's writing it down. Maybe. I don't.
But you can't write it. It's gonna be reset.
I don't know.
I don't know how, because she remembers that she used to reset the day.
Yeah.
But eventually she lost that.
Yeah.
And now, but when Tom Cruise says it to her, Cage says it to her, she's like, "Find me when you wake up." Like, okay, so I know that you do this because I used to do this. So something in her memory remembers that she used to be able to do this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like maybe it's something that I'm thinking too much on.
Probably.
I have a tendency
to analyzing it.
I have a tendency to overanalyze things. That's the word that Brandon was searching for in his brain. Let's see. Joker says nothing took out the rock guy. What rock guy?
I don't know if he's talking about this movie or if he's talking about something else.
Explain. All right. Minority Report was a great movie.
I'm going to go with something else.
You don't like Minority Report?
No, I think he's just talking about something else.
Oh, a free guy. A free guy.
It's free guy. Tyler.
No. I'm talking about like Free Guy was a video game film, like where they didn't know that they were non-playable characters.
Yeah.
Uh, and even though in this movie they're not non-playable characters, but I feel like
They play it like they are.
they play it like they are. Like the way they respond to like,
Yeah.
you have some explaining to do. You know, like you know, how non-playable characters come up and say stuff to you, and when you don't respond to them, they like you know just don't they don't finish the conversation. That's what butterfly effect. Yeah, actually, I like butterfly effect. I thought that was a. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to leave it up there. Um. But yeah, where is it? But I did like butterfly effect as far as a time loop film. But it's different too because it's not so much a time loop. It's not so much a time loop film. Butterfly Effect is a film where everything that you do has a consequence here. You know, whereas like Groundhog Day, there is no consequence. You can rob a bank one day and then it just resets and nothing happened. In Butterfly Effect, if I cut you in your eye today and I go back, then you have no eye the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
like I was thinking about that one guy that hurt himself that end up and he had scars of it somewhere in the
Yeah.
future. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I'm vaguely remembering it, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Mhm.
So it's not one of those type of films. But that's even a sub.
It's
That's
consequence. It's your decisions.
yeah, but those
Making type films.
those are those type of genre of films would probably be called more like time travel films. Like Back to the Future is a time travel. It's not a time loop film. It's a time traveling film. It deals with time travel and the consequences of time travel. Whereas Palm Springs, Groundhog Day, this film,
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow, yeah, Edge of Tomorrow. Looper isn't really a same thing. Looper's more of a time travel.
Yeah, it's time travel.
Yeah, but yeah, I can't think of. I can't. I'm blanking on. I know there's a lot of movies. Hot Tub Time. No, it's time travel.
Yeah.
I can't think of no more that's like this genre.
Source Code.
Source Code. Happy Death Day.
Kinda. Yeah. I think
Happy
you're
Death
beating
Day.
the same. Yeah, Happy Death Days, which I prefer to sequel over the original. But
Oh,
yeah,
is it because they made it where multiple people are stuck in the loop?
no, I just felt like it was what it should have been to begin with. You know, instead of trying to make it a slasher film, you know, I
Tree was lovable though. I love
Yeah.
Tree. She held the movie together. But yeah,
I think it is going to eventually get a third film on Netflix or something.
mm.
From what I read, the last time the director talked about it, it's where he was trying to go with it because it didn't make as much money.
In
Sequel.
theaters.
Yeah.
It was during the pandemic that it came out, right? Or was it
I was
2019?
thinking it was before that.
2019?
Yeah, I think it was before Black Christmas.
Oh, it's a terrible movie.
Anytime I get to mention Black Christmas, this guy, it's always in.
Oh, this movie's so bad. So bad.
I hated it too, but I feel like he hated it more.
I don't know what I hated more, that or Grudge. I think that.
Oh, I hated Black Christmas a lot.
Black Christmas more. Like Grudge was terrible too, but yeah. No. This movie isn't a terrible film, although at the third act falls apart a little bit. In my opinion,
I was feeling that way. I was feeling that too.
Yeah,
revisiting, it's like
when they changed like from the battleground to from the beach essentially to like France.
Yeah,
just I don't know. I wish they all would have stuck on that video game type of level. That's what made it work for me.
I feel like the momentum kind of just shifted.
And shut down.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Which will probably cost it some points with me a little.
All right, let's see. The Rock guy and Never in the Story. You are late to the comments. Yeah, I am. Yeah. So the Rock guy.
I don't. I think I've seen Never in the Story, but I don't remember.
Tenet.
We forgot that existed.
Yeah, I really did. Is it more of a loop or is it time travel?
I think it's a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. I hated that movie. I hated Tenet. I will say this gladly. Was that 2021?
Yeah, it was last year.
2020?
Yeah.
Oh, it was because if it was this year, it was gonna make my bad list, my worst movie list. Bill and Ted is time travel. Interstellar. I've never watched it.
I haven't seen that.
I've never seen that. Wrinkle in Time. I have no idea what that is. Tomorrow War is time travel. But yeah.
I can't comment on the last few because I haven't seen them.
Wrinkle in Time, is that Oprah Winfrey movie? I would not watch that.
It's a Disney movie, right?
I don't care. Oprah Winfrey's in it. I don't want to see Oprah Winfrey. It is what it is, man. I don't like.
But why is it that way?
Just like I'm over Oprah Winfrey, man.
You're
like,
over her.
Yeah, like I was okay. It was okay in the '80s.
Did y'all have a bad relationship?
Yeah, we had a bad breakup. It was, in the '80s, she was okay. The last film I seen her in was the immortal life of Henrietta Lack, which is
I don't even know what that is.
It came out like several years ago.
I don't think I've ever seen her act.
When we see Color Purple, you will.
Okay, I haven't seen it. So
we will. We're doing that movie.
But you're over Oprah.
But older Oprah is fine. It's like older
Oprah.
Like older Whoopi. Older Whoopi's okay. I don't want to see Whoopi now.
Is that sexist?
No. No, because Whoopi is never attractive to me. So it's not sexist.
Well, what's wrong with Whoopi today?
I don't think that she's done anything worse.
Well, she's been on that talk show. I mean,
exactly. Stay in
not
that.
Saying she can't still act.
Stay there. Maybe. I don't want to see her in nothing. Can you think of anything she's been in lately?
Yeah, she was in that one movie that I did not like. She was barely in it, but she was in it. Came out Space Jam.
Oh, she was in Space Jam.
Yeah. I had to really think.
Where was she in that movie?
She made a cameo.
When? I forget. That's another forgettable movie.
Right?
That movie's gonna be on my list too.
I'm pretty sure she was there.
Space Jam's gonna be on that list. Y'all, stay tuned. Before the end of this year. Obviously we do our best and the worst list. And some of these movies is gonna make our list. Brandon's gonna every year his list surprised me. So I'm excited. That's one of my favorite shows of the year. But okay. Back to this movie, Edge of Tomorrow.
I'm looking.
What do you think about Emily Blunt?
It was the first time I ever saw Emily in anything. Was this movie originally, and I loved her in it. So when I got to see her again in like A Quiet Place, I was like, oh yeah, I like this girl. She's a very good actress, very talented.
Emily has blown up. Like I loved her. I loved her.
She blew up right after this movie.
Jungle Cruise. I thought
she's great in that too.
Excellent in Jungle Cruise. I honestly got Mummy vibes from Jungle Cruise. Yeah. Which is not bad. I love the Brendan Fraser Mummy film. So but yeah, I really got those vibes from that film. But I like Emily Blunt. I thought she was excellent in this movie. And then like the one soldier, he played in DC's Legends of Tomorrow. The young black soldier.
He played at the very beginning. Meeting.
Yeah.
Greeting.
No. The young one that part of that platoon. Light skin.
Yeah. Okay.
He's in DC Legends of Tomorrow. He plays like I don't know his name. He like him and this professor joins and then like becomes fire. I don't know.
Well, apparently I'm wrong about Whoopi. She's not in Space Jam.
Who you confusing with somebody else? Man. He's confusing his black people.
She was in The Stand.
Yeah, she was in The Stand. She was okay in The Stand. She's okay in The Stand. I give her that. She's the best. She's the best character to be in The Stand, like for that part. Boss Level time loop movie.
I haven't seen Boss Level.
Is Boss Level?
Mel Gibson, right, and Frank Grillo.
I had to watch Boss Level. Interstellar is amazing.
I watched it earlier this year, but it wasn't.
I gotta watch. I've seen the Chris Nolan films I've seen obviously is the Batman trilogy. Memento is one of my favorite Chris Nolan films, and I liked um, Leonardo DiCaprio. What the hell is the movie with the shifting walls?
The Dreams.
Yeah, what is it called? I'm drawing a blank. I actually own it somewhere on this wall.
If you wouldn't have said anything, I could have told you. Inception.
Inception, yeah, I like that. I've never seen Interstellar though, so I'll have to watch it. Um, I'm always looking for good recommendations there, Joker. Honestly, um, you should check out Red Notice. I like Red Notice, but my biggest critique. Let me stick right here with Red Notice. My biggest critique of
Don't spoil it.
no, not that movie. My biggest critique of Ryan Reynolds is and The Rock too, right? But I feel like they're now stuck as playing certain characters. Like Ryan Reynolds is the Deadpool like character in everything. Like he hasn't really even in
Well, he's been doing that since Van Wilder, though.
even in Amityville Horror, he played like a comedic father. Even when he became dark in that movie, remember that?
Yeah.
But yeah, it just like I think that which maybe is working for him. But
it's obviously working, man. He's
but-
getting work.
yeah, and The Rock, he played this. I'm not knocking him because I like The Rock.
Here's my critique to all that.
Okay, your critique of my critique.
Yes, when not just yours, I've heard a lot of people say all this stuff about Dwayne plays the same character every movie. Ryan Reynolds is playing the same character every movie. But didn't Arnold Schwarzenegger play the same character in every movie?
Up until
Junior.
Junior. Nope. Up until Twins.
Okay, I
with Danny DeVito, and he kind of it was more comedic, but then him really put it on his head is Twins, Kindergarten Cop, and
but
when he's pregnant, Junior.
Yeah, which is actually my favorite comedy from Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have no shame in admitting that.
And I dug the I dug him. I dug those movies. No, but I'm okay with. But he's not afraid to play.
He's not
against
the
cast, his type cast.
Yeah,
he's not afraid to do that, and that's what even if you hated the Batman film that he's in with Batman Forever,
I love him in that movie.
but you gotta love the fact that this man leaned into it and had fun with it, and that makes you want to have fun with it. He
felt like the only one that was actually having fun.
He had fun. Cool it. He had fun. But yeah, but is that your end of the critique of my critique?
I just feel like these guys we know, most fans just want to see them play the same, like Jim Carrey or Adam Sandler. They want to see them play the same type of character.
Okay. With that being said, I will say that with Jim Carrey, it was great to see him come back to Sonic playing that type of character.
Yeah.
Although, yes, 23 or whatever else.
Number 23.
Yeah. He played some, he started getting more serious with his stuff.
Yeah.
But it felt great to see him come back and play that. Like, not even Dumb and Dumber 2 was it for me. It was Super. It was Sonic. In Sonic, I was like,
that's Jim Carrey. That felt like classic Jim.
Yeah, it did. It felt like classic Jim Carrey. I was like, I love that. That's what I've been missing. That guy right there. That's how I felt. That's why that movie is so hot for me. But yeah. All right. What else? Bilford said Inception. What he said. Predestination.
I haven't seen that.
Is that with Sandra Bullock?
Well, maybe I have seen it.
It felt like The Rock didn't want to be there in Red Notice. I never caught that. I never felt that way. I agree. Ryan has to talk to the camera. The Rock is stuck in the dry humor style. Yeah. Kindergarten Cop and his Mr. Freeze was better than Carrie's Riddler
I agree.
And Jordan.
I actually agree.
Yeah, I agree. Brandon's agreeing
I
with
actually
you.
like Batman and Robin a lot better than I like Batman Forever. And I used to love Batman Forever. I rewatched it, I think, in 2020. And I was like, man, I had a great time watching Arnold. Everybody else sucks, but I had a great time watching Arnold. And he got a positive review out of me.
Mm.
And that's his star power. That's him having fun. The rest of the George Clooney is by far, in my opinion, the worst Batman I've ever seen. Even worse than Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer wasn't good either.
And I'm excited for
Madison.
Yeah. Who?
Madison.
Yeah, Patterson said Patterson. Okay. Right.
That's what they're calling him.
But I'm excited for him. I think that it's gonna be. I think. Listen, I'm gonna say this. People need to get over Twilight when it comes to like Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart, because these people
like asking people to grow up, though.
Yeah, these people actually can act, and
yeah, he can.
I can't speak for Taylor Lautner, but because he hasn't really done much, but
no, he hasn't.
But like Abduction, I remember that, but Kristen, like, one of my favorite movies of 2020 was Underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Underwater. I thought that was. I think it made my number one. I think it was my number one movie like last year, or very close, because it just was a movie that I was going into like, I don't know, it's going to be terrible, but being completely blown away by it. It's like Crowd. It reminded me of Crowd the year prior. That I was like, this is going to be weak, but it's like, no, this movie is a great movie, and that's how I felt about Underwater. And I thought she did a great job. She held the energy of that film. Like, she really held it. And I got Ripley vibes from her. Just like,
I agree.
Yeah, and she can act. She's good, man. I think so. That's why I'm excited to see her in Spencer.
I can't go that far and say she's like a really good actress, but for that one movie, she was. But everything else I've seen her in.
What else have you seen her like? Other than like the Charlie's Angels stuff, right?
I didn't see that one.
You didn't see that one?
I didn't see that because she was in it.
I think I seen that. She was again the best part in that movie. Really
bad movie, huh?
Terrible. Was that like 2020?
Yeah, it came out last year.
Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna put on my list, guys. I'm like trying to find stuff.
Poor man.
But I ain't seen much. But I feel like I ain't seen much. But anyway, yeah, man. I just feel like back to this. Well, let me answer these questions, and then we'll get back to the end of Edge of Tomorrow. Let's see. We'll do this right here. Go ahead.
Yeah, Permanent. I did see that one.
Premonition is the Sandra Bullock film. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. Predestination stars Ethan Hawke. He was born with 2 organs. He goes back, have sex with his female self. Takes it. What the? What? Did you just ruin the movie? I've never seen it, but I don't know if I want to. Batman does not have nipples. You're right, Joker. He should not have nipples. Now Batman is sparkling. Oh Lord. And is the same as Zac from High School Musical. Oh, Zac Efron. Yeah, I think Zac Efron is actually, which I think he's gonna never be that A-lister that he should be. Like, but he's good at like what movies I see him in, like that where he played Ted Bundy. He was good as Ted Bundy, but he does really good playing like comedic characters. But the Ted Bundy is the darkest I've ever seen him go, and I thought he did a pretty good job as Ted.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I want to see it. It was at a time it came out, I couldn't watch because I didn't have Netflix, which I still don't.
He still doesn't have Netflix. Or he would have already seen The Harder They Fall, which he has not.
I have not. I haven't seen any film that's come out this year or most of last year on Netflix.
Excellent film.
Excellent film. There's going to be quite a bit that won't make my list. that it'll take me a few years to catch up on everything.
Yeah, it
Honestly.
really would, because this man watches TV weirdly. But all right, let's end the edge of tomorrow.
All right.
So the end of the movie is anticlimactic for me. Well,
But
he
it sets
goes
up
in.
a sequel.
Yeah, he falls into the like. He finds the hive, I guess.
Yeah.
And he goes to try to blow it up, and the thing stabs him, but he drops the
Grenades.
grenade and he pulls the pin, and it explodes, and then it resets everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
But he doesn't wake up like he normally does. He wakes up in the helicopter.
yeah,
So it kind of felt like it was like maybe this big old vision he had on the way.
mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, you can look at it multiple angles. Maybe that's the point, is to look at it from multiple angles with how it ended. But it definitely set up a sequel. But what I did like the most about this movie, how you doing, Cole? What I liked most about it was the relationship between Cruise's character and Emily Blunt's.
Mm-hmm.
How much he eventually cared for her, and that kind of reminded me of 50 First Dates, in a way.
I've never seen American Ultra, by the way.
American who?
Ultra.
I don't.
Kristen Stewart was in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have watched.
So she's your Tom Cruise.
I guess you could say that. Yeah, she's my Tom Cruise.
Now I've got nowhere I can watch Tom, but I don't know. I won't watch Top Gun until I watch Maverick. I won't watch Maverick until I see Top Gun. Because I'm aware of some stuff. I know that people die in it and stuff. I just had no desire to watch it back in the day. I hope Tom Lovin isn't watching this. I don't like airplanes. He loves airplanes. That's why I said that. But
He really does.
he really loves he loves planes in space, I guess.
He's very a science fiction guy.
Yep.
I mean, you have to be
always
believing
been.
that religion he's in. But we weren't.
Who are you talking about?
Tom Cruise.
No, I'm talking about Tom Lovin.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Tom Cruise.
I thought you talking about a buddy of mine. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I thought he was still on Cruise.
No, Cruise. No, I'm just saying that. But anyway, let me go and kill this podcast episode. Let's see what Keller has to say. I bet it is. I know it is. Left my head. Tom Lovin is gonna be knocking shortly. You know it's Tom Lovin. All right, so anyway, yeah. You assaulted a man that you didn't even know, sir.
I thought we were talking about Cruise.
You gotta be nuts to whatever you said. Anyway, so the movie, he wakes up on the airplane, and he sees Emily, and she says, "What do you need? What is it?" And then he smiles, and then it cuts to credits.
Obviously setting up a sequel that still hasn't happened.
It won't happen, but
it's still in negotiations. The thing is, Cruise won't do it without Emily Blunt, and her schedule is completely full.
Blown up now.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt has blown up.
And when she's free, Tom's usually doing Mission Impossible films. So you're probably right. It's not going to happen.
When she's free, I'm pretty sure she has another Quiet Place left in her. I'm pretty sure.
At least one more.
Jungle Cruise is going to have sequels. She's going to be busy for the next couple of years. I don't know if John Krasinski is going to get to see his wife ever.
Realistically, if it doesn't happen in the next couple of years, why bother? I mean, in 3 years, it's going to be 10 years.
Yeah. At some point, it's not this movie.
Or you continue without them. That's the only other.
Don't do it. It doesn't. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. Think about. What's the movie with the kaijus?
Oh, Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim, yeah.
Don't follow in their footsteps.
You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, they didn't have none of the guys returned, and so it
Except for Charlie Day. It was even more annoying in the sequel.
but it's just,
I usually like him. He
just
was
work.
freaking annoying.
Another case in point, Independence Day, the sequel. It doesn't work. You know why? Because you don't have Will Smith in it,
and you didn't treat the legacy characters
and
right.
you bring the doctor back, and he's dead. I don't understand. He died.
The only one they did treat right was
he literally died by the
Goldblum.
aliens. Yeah,
but he was like Dr. Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
that's who I got.
They just adopted. They will just be him, but just in this movie. But yeah, no, no. Don't. I think this movie doesn't have the type of legacy to warrant a sequel, reboot, or anything like that. I don't think it does. I think that, like for instance, like Ghostbusters, Afterlife. Ghostbusters has enough of a nostalgic following or cult following, let's say. 'Cause there's people that freaking Ghostbusters. That's what they do. Nothing, and I'm not knocking them. That's pretty awesome. But it has enough of a following that it would warrant making another movie, which they've done, or they've done now twice now, 3 times now. If you want to count Ghostbusters 2.
Oh,
so they did it 3 times now.
I thought you were going to go Ghostbusters 2016.
Yeah, that's the second. It's three sequels.
I think most people don't count that one.
Yeah, we don't, but still, I'll go back and watch it just to see if I hated it more than I did the first time. I hated it.
Lord have mercy on your soul revisiting that movie.
Yeah.
I revisited it several times, and I hated it the first time, but Dawson, he liked it, so we went back. He hates it now. But, he's
going to hate it. Did he watch Afterlife already?
Yeah, he loved it.
See, you need to watch the movie, man. Dang.
Well, I'm planning to.
When?
In 14 minutes.
So let's wrap this up. So, in conclusion, I gotta go to work today, don't I?
Yeah.
So in conclusion, yes, you gotta watch the movie. I'm happy for you. I thought you were gonna go watch that terrible raccoon movie, Resident Evil.
It's not a raccoon, okay?
Or should it be?
It should never be about a raccoon.
It's Raccoon City. There's raccoons.
That's the name of the town, Aaron.
But why?
Because it was the 90s.
It makes no sense.
It's based in 1998. Win the game.
It takes place in 98?
Takes place in 98.
Okay.
You played the game, right?
Yes. Okay. That might bring me into the theater enough. There's in 98. Because, I had fond memories of being 18 back then. Anyway.
Regardless, it's going to be the most faithful adaptation to date. Even if it is bad. It'll be
faithfully
more
bad.
Faithful than...
You remember House of the Dead and how terrible that was?
But I'm not a fan of House of the Dead.
Nobody is.
I mean, the games. I never did.
You never played them
I played them. I just didn't like them.
There's yet to be and I will say this because this ties into Edge of Tomorrow. There's only been one great video game adapted movie, and that's Sonic the Hedgehog.
I think there's been several.
Name one.
Pikachu.
Okay.
I like Tomb
Raider
that was good as well.
No, sir. Good day, sir.
The last one, not the Angelina Jolie.
I ain't watched not one of them because I didn't like the Angelina Jolie one.
Well, it was more faithful to the reboot games.
I ain't there yet. Oh, all right. We gotta kill this dog. Not my dog. No real dogs. PETA. We're not killing animals.
Quit explaining yourself. You're making it worse.
All right. Mary Poppins set her off.
She did play Mary Poppins.
She did play Mary Poppins. I forgot about that. I want Emily Blunt play Sue Richards in MCU. Maybe.
She doesn't like comic book films, though. Well, she's on record saying she doesn't like.
It's about umbrellas.
It is about Umbrella.
Doom with The Rock was horrible. You're right.
But it's much better than the reboot they did.
There's a reboot?
Yes.
Mario Brothers with John Leguizamo was terrible. Joker.
But he rebounded with Encanto.
Stop it. All right. Let's go and give our marks. All right. I'm going to give Edge of Tomorrow 4 Markouts out of 5.
He went to the 4.
3.5 Markouts out of 5.
It went down. Oh my
3.5
God.
Markouts out of 5.
You know what? I can't go lower because I still had a great time with it. 5 Markouts for me.
5.
Yeah.
Solid 5. All right. Brandon. Oh, it's my turn next week.
This was your pick.
This was my pick?
Yeah.
Oh, it's your pick next time.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, here, tell me.
I'll ask and see what you have.
Brandon got to work on that. So what do you say? Tomb Raider 2018 was the best video game movie. I've never seen it, Bilfer. I had to watch it. But I also never really liked Tomb Raider. But anyway.
It's between Tomb Raider and Sonic for me. I'm leaning more towards Sonic because of the character Sonic and Jim Carrey.
I like Sonic. All right. Oh, dang it. All right. I got 2 more, and then I'm cutting it off. All right. 8.5. What? This movie? We only go up to 5, buddy. Brandon picks Spider-Verse. He might. I don't know.
I have it.
Have we ever done it? We have
not. We have not.
I have it as well.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, I'll pick it. They requested it.
You said it. We're doing it. Into the Spider-Verse. I love it. That's great. Aaron Whitlow.
Brandon Spivey.
We are the Markout Movie Podcasters. Who you turning into Road Dog? Thanks for marking out with us.